Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Daily Thoughts here, back with another video, and today we're going to be covering a little bit of internet news today coming from Twitch. I feel like every month we have just 5 or 6 news stories about Twitch banning people and suspending people for no good reason. But today's story about them suspending a Twitch streamer actually feels a little bit valid to me. So we'll be getting right on into it here. If you enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what your thoughts on the matter are. So I've pulled up a Game Rant article for us to look at the situation here. It's titled "Twitch Streamer Suspended for Preaching to Fortnite Players About Religion." While most mainstream games don't have a religious undertone, one Twitch streamer tried to center his conversation with other players around the topic. Twitch has banned the Fortnite streamer for some comments that he said to other players based on his view of Christianity. So this guy is actually named Dr. Witnesser. They didn't mention that there. Many streamers on Twitch, as well as the platform itself, have been in the center of various scandals, from the ban of Dr. Disrespect for a reason yet to be revealed by Twitch, to the multiple sexual misconduct allegations that have come out against streamers like Fedmeister. There has been a lot going on with the streaming platform. However, this recent ban has sparked another controversy. A Twitch streamer known as Dr. Witnesser, there they actually mention his name, took to Twitter to announce that he was banned from the streaming site. The Fortnite streamer has built his platform around taking the gospel of the Christian religion to gamers by preaching to players that he comes across in his matches. The streamer was banned due to a specific interaction between Dr. Witnesser and a young Muslim player. Dr. Witnesser asked the boy how he could ignore countless prophecies in the Christian Bible which have come true through Jesus, to which the boy replied that he never paid attention to them because he doesn't believe in Christianity. Dr. Witnesser responded by telling the player that if he were to die at that moment, he would be going to hell. Okay, so right off the bat, I have so many problems with this, and it has absolutely nothing to do with this guy being Christian or anything like that. I feel like a lot of people are going to take it to that place and start, Christian hating and things like that. I myself don't want to share my personal beliefs. However, I will say it is rather trendy to blame Christian people for a lot of things, and for good reason. Christians historically have committed a lot of atrocities and things like that, but plenty of other religions have as well. In fact, it's mainly just organized religion that tends to be the problem here. However, I do believe that there are a lot of Christian people who are genuinely just good people who have their sets of beliefs and don't try and impress it onto others or anything like that. And the same goes for pretty much all other religions. There are the people who practice, in their own sphere of people, and they don't try and convert other people without them wanting to be converted, and they don't really bother other people. But then there's the bad sectors of every other religion that actively tries to impress their beliefs onto other people, and I think that this is where this Dr. Witnesser guy sort of comes from. I think freedom of religion is a human right, and I think that people like this trying to go into lobbies and things like that and preach their own beliefs is just uncalled for and kind of inappropriate. I mean, you're playing Fortnite, which is a known game for kids. I know a lot of older people do play it as well. It's very popular with all ages, but primarily the market, I feel like, for Fortnite, and correct me if I'm wrong here, is for kids. So going in there and preaching your religion to them is completely inappropriate. These are young minds that are extremely malleable and probably don't understand a lot of the world that's going on around them, and their upbringing has taught them, whatever their religion is or whatever their belief set is, and you going in there and telling them that they're going to go to hell is not healthy for their upbringing or their mental states. They're going to be questioning all of their core beliefs because of you, or they're going to be going to their parents and saying that and getting into trouble or something along those lines. At the end of the day, that's what this is this guy going and targeting children with his religion and expecting some sort of, actual intelligent conversation coming out of it, or them sharing their beliefs or actually them defending their beliefs or something like that when they're just kids. They're not other, religious people. They probably know the very basics of what they're being taught in their religious schools and things like that. And he's treating them like they're, educated in their religion for years. He's treating them like they're 30 or something like that, or his age, and trying to convert them based on their current beliefs, which are pretty minimal, I would say. I don't think you truly find your beliefs until you're at least a little bit older. Certainly not, some 8-year-old or something like that on Fortnite. They probably know the very basic foundation of their religion and nothing much deeper than that. They haven't really made their own mind up on those things. And I think him going in and sort of poisoning that with his own beliefs is toxic and weird. This form of conversion really just puts a bad light on Christians overall, I would say. I don't think religion should just be going up to random people and trying to get them to convert and things like that out of the blue. I think that is the wrong way to do it. And I think the way that it should be done is not going after these random people who have shown no interest in this at all, but rather, spread their messages through blogs or YouTube videos and things like that, and people who actively seek them out or stumble upon it and want to learn more. I think that's those people are fair to go ahead and teach the word of your religious beliefs to, because they have shown an active interest in it. But this sort of random going after kids on Fortnite is kind of creepy, and I just don't like it. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It's kind of like whenever the Jehovah's Witness people come to your door, and it's so hard to say no thank you to them, because I've actually had them come to my door back in the town I used to live in. They used to come by like once a year or something like that. And one time I got stuck in a conversation with them, and I was trying very politely to say like, oh, no, sorry, that doesn't really align with my beliefs currently, but they pressure you. They see with just the slightest amount of politeness that you are open to talking more or something like that. You just have to shut them down and say, no, thank you. I am not interested in the slightest. Please leave. Because they'll try and get in there and take any foothold that they can take and try and convert you, essentially. And that's the thing that's kind of weird, because it's like, I'm sure those people had every good intention. To them, they're thinking, oh, this person does not believe the same beliefs we do. We should enlighten him and help him. To them, it's helping. But to us, it's like throwing your religion down our throats kind of a thing. So I'm sure in the kindness of their heart, they think they're doing a great thing, but to us, it's very unwarranted and not welcome. And I think the same thing is here with this guy. It's that sort of toxic religion where they try and press it onto other people that aren't interested at all. Meanwhile, they themselves think, oh, I'm helping spread the word of God, which at its heart has a good cause. It's this guy trying to help out other people and get them into heaven and things like that. But newsflash for this guy, not everyone believes that, dude. You can't just be going and pressing it on random kids. And to be completely honest, I think most Christians know this. I know growing up, whenever I went over to my friend's house who were Christian or whatever like that, I attended a lot of these like movie nights in the church and things like that. Although my family was technically Christian, we weren't really practicing or anything like that, and my beliefs have evolved in different ways than the church itself. But again, I don't really want to share them personally here. But I always met people who were always very understanding. They never tried to press anything on you. It was more about the community, more about having fun with each other and things like that. And hey, if you just happen to start believing in the same things as them, you're always welcome in. It was never a pressuring kind of a thing. And I feel like that's the proper way to be Christian. Love thy neighbor. Don't hate them because of their beliefs, but rather connect with them and try and share commonalities and things like that. Christianity at its heart is a very peaceful thing nowadays, I feel like, although it has a very violent history, but it's still a peaceful religion in the truest sense of the words that they share. So this is just not even in the scope of that. This is aggression to convert people rather than peacefully trying to convert people, which is a staple of the Christian teachings. So it's kind of gross. Okay, either way, let's continue with the article here. Dr. Witnesser has attracted attention to his ban by saying that Twitch is trying to cancel Christianity on its platform. Many have taken to Twitter to discuss this, including Fortnite professional player and streamer Brett Dakota's Hoffman, not Hoffman. Dakota's fired back, saying that Twitch made the right call to ban Dr. Witnesser and that he shouldn't be talking to children about religion without their parents' permission. Dr. Witnesser has currently moved his platform to DLive, and it's uncertain whether or not he will be returning to Twitch when his 7-day ban is lifted. I agree completely with Dakota's here. He basically said the same thing that I did. Twitch's terms of service does not currently have any rule against religious preaching, but many viewers of on the platform. Okay, what is with these articles? I feel like every article we read nowadays is full of grammar issues and like misspellings and just randomly placed words. Like, no one edits these anymore. Ugh, journalism is in the toilet. Okay, whatever. The platform have been upset by Dr. Witnesser's actions. This may spark Twitch viewers to advocate that the platform address this type of behavior in the platform's guidelines in the future. Now, here's where I sort of stray. I don't think preaching on Twitch is necessarily a bad thing. You know, if you are going on to Twitch and you find a stream titled something like, let's talk about God or something like that, you have to actively click on that. You have to actively say, yes, okay, let's go talk about God or something like that. I don't think it should be a completely non-religious platform, because I think the internet is for everyone. And if you want to talk about your religion with other people interested in your religion, that's great. But what this guy's doing is predatory towards young kids in the sense of trying to, get them into their religion. I think what this guy is doing is gross, but I don't think that this should be a rule overall that people can't preach on Twitch. It's just don't preach to people who aren't interested. But if your audience is actively interested and they actively had to click on your page to watch it, then, that sort of demonstrates that they're actively interested and want to hear about it. So I think that's not a bad thing, and I don't think we should be blocking religions from platforms like this. And, Twitch has a huge problem with censorship currently. They only like to allow some narratives on their platform, and I think that this would be a step in the wrong direction if they chose to go through with blocking religious speak entirely on their platform. That would be pretty gross and not okay in my book. Additionally, I feel like Twitch has had some problems with banning people and suspending people for things that are not in their rules. That is messed up. This guy should have gotten a warning, and they should have adjusted their rules. They should not have blocked him or suspended him or whatever, because right now he did not break a single rule. So it's kind of like, oh, if Twitch doesn't like it, let's just, get rid of this person. That's not okay. You need to have cause for getting rid of these people. And if you have to edit rules for that, then fine. But he should not have been suspended, in my opinion. What he did was completely wrong. And if it was my platform, I would edit the rules to include predatory preaching like this. However, at the moment of time, he did nothing wrong. So it's like, can you really suspend or ban someone for just following the guidelines? I don't think so. And that's a weird thing because, morally, I think this is wrong and I think he should be suspended. But if it's not in the rules, I don't think they should just be making up rules and then suspending people after the fact. I don't think that's okay. I think they should have maybe given a warning or said we don't condone this and we have now updated the rules, and if it happens again, he will be suspended. However, I don't think they should just be laying out suspensions right away because they don't like something, because it sets a bad precedent, This could happen to anyone now because Twitch is just freely banning people without breaking any rules. So I don't like that, but I do agree with the suspension, if that makes sense at all. Either way, guys, I think that's going to be about it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to comment down below your thoughts on it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to like the video. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.